Hey guys, this is just going to be a recap of the Sean Brien 100K Ultra Marathon. I didn't go and record only because I just really wanted to see how my performance went, but we'll just get straight to it and I'll tell you how it went. So, the night before, did a shakeout run, shook out the nerves, and then race morning the following day started at 5:30 a.m. So started at 5:30, and I just felt like I felt pretty strong, so I went with the front of the pack, and I knew that there was a river crossing at mile 2, so I just want to I want you guys to just kind of keep that in mind. With this race, there is a river crossing at mile 2, and as we're crossing the river, of course your feet are going to get wet. Your socks, it's just going to be soggy every step of the way, and I thought that I was going to be fine, that it'll get hot, it'll dry up, it'll be good. I was dead ass wrong. So as I'm going after the river crossing, it's all uphill. Those first 5 miles are just all uphill. So as I'm going, get to mile 5, and then it kind of starts to get flat or so. And then it's just like all up and down and up and down, and my feet are feeling pretty heavy just because of all the water that got soaked into my shoes. And then at mile 20, that's usually when I have to refill like my flasks and everything. So at mile 22, did everything, rehydrated, refueled, and it was by mile 30 that I started to feel the blisters underneath my feet. I felt like my Achilles was like tight, but it turns out that the skin, the back of my heel was just rubbing on the shoe, and when your feet are wet, that's not a good combo. So it opened up my skin. It's just rubbing the whole time, but in my head I'm thinking my Achilles is just tight and I'll be fine. So anyways, we're going, and right around, was it mile 30 that I said? It was a little bit before that, probably like mile 25 is when I felt my Achilles. But then fast forward, yeah, by mile 30, every step just hurts. It's painful. I could feel the blisters underneath both my feet. Just painful the whole way. And then I get to mile 40, and there's another river crossing on this course. So this course is in Malibu, California, and I'm crossing it, and the water is up above my knees. I could feel the water rush into my shoes, pebbles flood into my shoes, and the blisters, just the skin underneath my feet just flopping around as I feel the river pushing against my feet and my skin. And it just sucked, man. It just sucked. So then you get out. I get to the aid station where I meet my girlfriend, and I pretty much have like 13 more miles to go at this point. So at this point I'm at mile 46, I want to say, and they say, hey, if you want to make the cutoff, you need to pick up your pace. So my girlfriend and her kids helped me like refill my flasks, and I unload some stuff to kind of keep the vest light. It's nighttime at this point. It's around 8 o'clock at night. Everyone's got their night lamps on, and I'm pretty much dead last. So I pretty much get up, I go, turn around, or I turn around and go, and I start jogging with the thought in my mind that I may not even make this. I may not even finish, and I will be a DNF. But I kind of went into the race knowing that, like, hey, there's a possibility if for some whatever reason that happens. But my competitive state was like, no, we're gonna finish, and we're gonna finish before the cutoff. So as I'm running, I have to cross the same river that I crossed before getting to the aid station to meet my girlfriend. And again, it just sucks. I feel it all. I feel all the pain underneath my feet. And that's when the race really starts. It's like, can you push through the pain? Can you keep putting one foot in front of the other? At this point, my feet are like this. Like I'm stepping on the outside of my foot because the blisters are underneath like my toes. So when I'm doing that, I'm using certain muscles, and I'm kind of running weird. So I start to get more fatigued, and I run into this lady whose name is Jane, and she's trekking along with a pacer. And I just told myself, you know what? Stay next to her. Don't let her leave your side, and you'll be fine. So at this point, we both know that we're like the last two on the course. And then we just start talking, getting to know each other. She's got her pacer up ahead of her. And so we're just surviving. And I keep telling myself, look for the next ribbon. And after the next ribbon, where's the next ribbon? Just survive, looking for every ribbon on the course at night. So at this point, it's 8:30 o'clock at night. We're wondering how much longer it would take to get to the last aid station before the cutoff time there. And so we're running. She starts running downhill. And at this point, like, I'm in so much pain that I can't run as fast as I want to going downhill because of the blisters. And she takes off, and I could see her fade into the distance, and I said, oh shit, I need to pick up my pace, or I probably won't finish. So I pick up my pace, I stay with her, and we get to the aid station, we take off, and we keep chugging along. And then there's one last downhill before we get to the last river crossing that we initially crossed at mile 2. And we're going down, and I'm just slowing down. This is where things change, because she was so kind enough to let her pacer stay back with me. She told her pacer, hey, stay back with Andy. I'm gonna go and finish. I know the rest of the course. So he says, okay, my headlamp is dim, can't really see much. So he says, hey, I got an extra one. Here, take it. And God, I swear, if it was not for that guy, Paul, I would not have made the cutoff. He stayed with me every step of the way. We crossed the river together, Paul, Jane, and I, all three of us. She takes off. He stays back with me. And I'm like running, and I pop the blisters underneath my feet, only to bring in more pain. And I just bite my lip, and I'm like, motherfuck. It was fucking painful. And I'm trotting along as fast as I can, and he's like, you gotta pick up the pace. So I keep going. He stops. He says, let me give you some ibuprofen. It might help with the pain. So we keep trucking along. He says, we have 10 more minutes till the cutoff. That's 1 more mile. And he could tell that I'm struggling. He says, okay, I'm gonna give you something. He opens up this flask, and he ends up giving me like some kind of Monster energy drink or something. And he's like, just drink it. It'll widen up your eyes and you will run. And I said, okay. And took it. I knew right away. I was like, this is an energy drink. So we just started taking off. And I'm running as fast as I can. And we end up making the wrong turn. Instead of going left to go to the finish line, we go right. And he's like, oh no, we went the wrong way. As soon as I realized that, we turn around. I start running like a horse, man. Just take off. I see my girlfriend in the distance. And I make the right turn. And I see the finish line and boom. End up finishing with only 6 seconds to spare. The cutoff time was 17 hours. I got it done in 16 hours and 59 minutes and 56 seconds. So that's the recap. That's how it went. I think what I would have changed was probably using plastic bags to cross that river at mile 2, or having extra shoes and extra socks at the first station for the drop bags. Yeah, crossing that river just slowed me down like no other. But I got it done. It was a humbling experience. I learned a lot. The race director is Kira Henninger. I think her Instagram is KH Races. Her husband is Jesse Haynes. She just, did a great job with just holding up the race and the course. The course was wonderful. Just be ready, man, to cross those rivers. Have a plan. It's no joke. That shit will catch up to you if you don't plan that out on how you're going to tackle it. So yeah, that's the race. The next one we have coming up is the Leona Divide 100-mile race on April 18th over in Lake Hughes here in California. The last 2 weeks I hit high volume mileages, so I'm going to start getting a video series in to catch you guys up as we head in toward the race. So it was like finish the 100K and then 8 weeks to train for the 100-miler. I've been running since last year of March. I think that that's enough time to be ready for a 100-miler. I've been very consistent with running, and with this one I just want to try and finish. But yeah, that's the recap. Again, stay tuned for the road to Leona Divide. I know I haven't been on here in a while. I've just been balancing like TikTok and YouTube and trying to balance it all with having my life as well outside of running. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoy it, and I will catch you guys. There'll probably be a video out in a week and a half, so I will catch you guys up. All right, peace.